Have you guys ever seen in Turkey, like people are like, I'm on my flight back from Turkey,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Like
it's
a
a bunch
million
of
of us.
people that are getting like the hair
Oh
transplants?
yeah,
I want
the
to
little
go.
dots on their head.
I want to go. It's only like 5,000. I knew a friend that had his appointment booked, was ready to go, and then backed out last second because he got cold feet. And I was like, that's reasonable. But I was really pissed because I was like, I want to see how good or bad this is. And if it's good, then I was like, I know a trusted guy that got it at this specific place. That's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But I don't
I've
have
done
that
my research on hair
opportunity.
transplants. For a guy like me, it's well beyond saving. Like I would have, because you have to pull the hair from somewhere. And my head is so bald that I've run out of places to pull it from. They'd have to start taking it from my pubes or something.
I'll look
but
up.
but if you have just like a light receding hairline or like some patchiness in the back, then
I'm a
it's
great
good.
candidate for it.
Yeah, then you should definitely do it. I can't see why
Yeah,
not.
it seems like it's so
Money
much
and
cheaper.
going to Turkey.
Yeah, you basically get a vacation and a nice head of hair.
Yeah.
But wait, and before we start, remind me what your topics are again.
Hair transplants in Turkey.
Jack?
Turkey, Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, you got to connect each one with a word.
Why do I have to? I already sent you that. This is like
Well,
when
okay,
I
well,
send something to one of my employees or reps, and they're like, "Hey, can you just read that email to me again?" I'm like, "What the fuck was the point of sending it to you?"
Okay, well, I was busy and
I'm sorry, I
didn't
got
get
my
a
work
chance.
in late. You're right, I got my work in late. I just
Yeah,
sent it
okay.
to you. So,
Okay, whatever this nonsense is, I don't even know what I'm reading here.
I didn't understand any of Owen's words.
No,
that he
it's
said.
I don't.
like-
I like to have it a little bit more of a surprise. 'Cause
Yeah.
it gives away too
I didn't
much.
get any of it.
Okay, these are so weird. They're so random. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay,
Oh, the
All right.
last one's just clearly a typo.
all right.
I didn't mean to say
okay.
Seatharts movie, Sweethearts movie.
All right. Well, before we get going on our list of topics here today, I have a completely out of left field game for us to play. You guys ready to play a game? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Wow, you're pumped, Owen.
I'm home alone. Well, the boys are here. Sarah's out of town. So actually, I'm kind of pissed we're recording because I could have watched anything on TV tonight that I wanted to.
Well, it's only 6:30.
I know. I got time. Can't wait for this to be over.
What are you
All
gonna
right, well-
watch?
I don't know. Probably my phone.
Well, maybe this game can
TikTok.
help you. Well, maybe this game can help you because out of left field, I was just thinking about this the other day at work about how I just do not know the difference between these three actors. And the three actors are Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Hiddleston, and Michael Fassbender. In
That's
my
better.
mind,
Oh,
those
shit.
guys are all three the same people. So I just wanted to run through a quick game of Cumberbatch, Hiddleston, or Fassbender. You guys up for the challenge?
Yeah.
I only know the first guy.
Would it help to see a picture of him really quick?
You know Michael Fass. No. You
but
know
this-
Michael
this-
Fassbender.
This is the trick to make you look like the first guy, where you hold your glasses out and you got really small eyes.
I haven't seen that trick.
The Cumberbatch. Do I look like him or no?
No. Owen's holding his glasses out like 6 feet in front of his eyes, and it's supposedly some trick.
It's supposed to make you look like him, Benedict Cumberbatch, right?
According
Maybe I
to
got
who?
the
Come her
wrong-
back. That's what I say.
Okay, let me just pull these three guys up really quick.
Yeah, because his eyes are small.
Oh, are they? Okay,
Glass.
this is Michael Fassbender. Owen. Oh, Dennis is going to read all these things. He's going to give away the clue. Dennis, close your eyes.
Oh, Fassbender. Shame.
I
killer.
know what he's in.
Okay, do you see him?
Hey, stop! Go! Move it, Kevin. He's
Okay.
reading it.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston
These
and then
guys are
Benedict
all-
Cumberbatch.
Go, that's it.
These guys are so obviously different people. I
No,
just
they're
don't know
not.
what movies they're in.
They look so different, and they all have
Okay.
iconic roles. Okay, let's start. Cumberbatch. Okay, so I'm just going to name a description of this person, and the
Wait,
first
what are their
person.
names? Cumberbatch.
Okay, I see a screen pop up in Owen's glasses.
Oh,
Just
you have
need
to
to-
show your
I
hand.
just need to
No.
write his name down. I don't know their names
Why do you
Give
need
me
to write
a-
it down?
because I only know Cumberbatch. Who are the even
Come,
guys?
Hiddle, and
Cumberbatch.
who's the last guy?
Cumberbatch.
That's one guy, right?
Yes.
It's all three.
Oh, Dennis, you're gonna run away with this shit.
Cumberbatch. Okay, remember Hiddle,
Hiddle.
and Fass.
All right.
Fat.
All right,
Or
I can do
Bender.
that. I can do that.
Bend her over.
Yeah.
Come on her
No,
back.
no. I had it. Come
And
Hiddle.
hide the
Hiddle
Hiddle the
Fass.
evidence. Okay.
Okay, are you ready, Owen? Hiddleston, Cumberbatch, or Fassbender?
Okay.
Tom, Benedict, or Michael?
What? You're confusing me. I have no clue what's going on. Cumberbatch.
All right.
Those are their first names. Point for me.
Okay. All right, ready. And if you
Yes.
guess,
Who?
you're out. Okay. If you guess and you're wrong,
If you guess, you're out.
If you guess and you're wrong, you don't get another guess. You don't get another guess
For that round.
for that round. All right. This actor's first screen role was Pat Christensen in the award-winning television miniseries Band of Brothers.
Hiddleston. The second guy you showed us. That guy.
Why?
Because I feel like I saw it on when you were Googling.
Okay,
Hmm.
Dennis.
Hiddle. It's Hiddle. It's Hiddle.
Dennis. Owen's wrong. Dennis, you're out.
Oh,
I think it's Fassbender.
Well, you don't give away because then he's got two other choices.
Well, he knows if. Okay, I wouldn't ask him if. Okay,
he could have
fine.
the same answer as me.
Okay, fine. Well, Dennis gets this one right. We'll keep that in mind for the future. It's Michael Fassbender, Band of Brothers, one of Owen's favorite series of all times.
How'd you know that one?
Like you said, they all look alike. So
It
Try
should
to
have been
give you a
like the
layup.
guy from Friends, because everyone mentions that. Russ?
Okay. This actor plays a former soldier turned hotel manager who becomes embroiled in espionage in The
Cumberbatch.
Night Manager.
Oh shit! I thought you were gonna say Sherlock Holmes. Cumberbatch.
I feel like that's fuck, I just forgot his name. Fassbender.
Okay, so Owen, who'd you say? Cumberbatch?
Mm-hmm.
Dennis says Fassbender? The answer is Tom Hiddleston.
Oh shit.
I never even heard. I've heard of that, but I can't even picture that series.
Hiddleston, I think I know the least about.
All right, focus up. Dennis is up one good-looking guy. I don't even know if they're good-looking.
No, I feel like these are all pretty ugly guys.
If there's one thing I've learned about being an actor, it's somebody once said like actors are just interesting people and just have to be kind of weird-looking in order to like stand out on screen. Okay. This actor once played Sherlock Holmes in a modern
Cumberbatch.
Oh, it
Fuck.
isn't.
That's the only one I know.
Okay. I don't know. You might know this next one, so you guys are tied. One good-looking guy to one good-looking guy. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Fassbender.
This actor played
Fassbender.
in
Magneto.
Yep,
in the
Magneto.
Marvel
He played Magneto.
You guys are gonna be so pissed at yourself. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
The second guy, Hiddleston.
this actor played the trickster god Loki, who loves chaos.
Ooh, that's Hiddleston.
Oh shit. But
Hiddleston.
Owen guessed.
Yeah, you guys both missed it.
Yeah, you guessed.
Okay.
You changed at the last minute.
No, I didn't. I'm changing. Yeah. Okay. Ready? I didn't change it. You guys just both fucked up by jumping the gun. All right. Next question. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh, the last guy.
Fassbender.
This actor played the most powerful sorcerer in existence.
Oh,
Doctor
God,
Strange.
Oh,
Cumberbatch.
Yep.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. All right, last question.
Fassbender. Magneto.
Cinematic
Magneto.
universe.
Fassbender. Fassbender.
Okay, Dennis
Fassbender.
gets it. Dennis
Fassbender.
gets it. Magneto.
He read them different every time.
I read him. I
purpose.
did read it a little out of order just because you guys were jumping the gun. It was supposed to be Magneto second, but I knew you guys would trip up and go with. So I threw you off and it worked. So Dennis gets 1 point. He's up 2. All right.
Oh, I thought you
You
said
guys
that
are
was the
not-
last one.
This is going to be a shot. No, there's a couple more. 4 more. This actor gained an appreciation for Buddhism while teaching English at a Tibetan monastery in Darjeeling, India.
Yep.
Nobody-
Hiddleston.
Yes. Cumberbatch.
Dennis is up 3-0 with a.
I got
Yes.
1 point. I got
3-1.
Sherlock.
3-1. Okay. This actor is also a passionate motorsport enthusiast and a professional race car driver.
Hiddleston.
Fassbender.
Hiddleston, for sure.
Dennis is just rolling with his guesses.
I should have known with a name like Fassbender. He likes to go faster.
He
on the
seems like,
bend.
I think I saw an image of him by a F1 car.
He also, does
Something.
have a name like fast,
Yeah.
bending around those
Yeah.
curves.
I didn't just say that.
All right, well, Dennis,
Kevin has you muted, Owen.
Clearly.
I'm only listening to people I think are going to get
Dennis
it right.
up 4. Owen not even playing.
All right, there's 2 more. There's 2 more. Dennis has already won. This actor started as a young man with 23 personalities in the psychological thriller
Cumberbatch.
Split.
Oh, shit.
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston. Yeah, I know that guy. It's not Cumberbatch. I know that. I don't know who these other two
Wait.
guys are, though.
Is it Fast? No. This is a different guy.
It's not Cumberbatch.
This is a different guy completely that's in Split. He's like them, though. What's his name?
I'm thinking of...
What is that guy's name?
Memento. That's the movie I was imagining. Which
No, this is the...
Split. It's James McAvoy.
Yeah, he's similar vein.
Just all English actors playing American roles. All right, last one. And this one I'll give 5 points for.
Okay.
So, and you could win it with this.
Okay.
This actor briefly dated American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift.
Oh, I have no clue. Owen's Googling.
No, man.
Let him Google real quick. Actually, I could see Owen being a Bing guy.
Tom Hiddleston, I think, did. Maybe not. Or
You think?
Or I'm thinking of Harry Styles. Or Calvin Harris. Maybe Connor Kennedy. Or did you mean Jake Gyllenhaal?
Okay. You cheated.
Hey, you know,
Damn
you're
it. I
giving
was
out
really
5 points.
I was impressed for a second. I really thought you got it. Now I'm sad.
No,
is
I'm
it?
sorry.
Tom Hiddleston. Dennis
Okay.
wins. Owen cheats. He might be banned from this games. From
Yeah.
life. I just don't trust him
You,
anymore.
yeah,
It's
but
really
you
frustrating.
always make games that are very, very, like, Dennis heavy. You got to
I
go
make
the
games
game-
that are like centered around pop culture. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, name this
I don't-
airplane part?
That'd be a good one. I feel like I might get some of those.
Bass
Yeah,
fishing
wait,
or fly fishing?
What's a game
Ooh.
that you think you'd win at? Because I want to play it.
We're a pop
Okay.
culture podcast. Well, I don't know.
I'll get back to you guys.
Okay, fine. You can you bring a game and tell us what.
Things Owen hates.
Yeah.
Man, Kevin's really upset at me. I just
No,
don't
I'm
know
not.
the answers, so no matter what, I was going to get it wrong. They were all guesses other than Sherlock Holmes. That was the only one that I knew. I didn't know any of those other ones.
You don't remember Fassbender in Band of Brothers?
Mm-mm.
You don't know
Fassbender's
Magneto?
great. I think he's my
Mm-mm.
favorite.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
think
seen.
he's my favorite
I've never seen
guy.
that movie, Magneto.
I don't like Cumberbatch.
I don't either.
Cumberbatch. I don't know if you're doing a bit or if you just
don't know
genuinely
either.
can't pronounce this
Um,
name.
I do like Fassbender in that Assassin movie that came out last year.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, you watched
Yeah.
that one, right, Owen?
I did.
It was a
see
David
that.
Fincher movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
I thought I didn't like it as much. I thought I was
At
going to
the
really
time, I'm
like
like,
it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is an average movie, but I
Yeah.
think about that movie all the time.
A lot of
Right.
hype. I think there's just a lot of hype around that movie.
Yeah,
So it didn't
but it
make
was-
it. I don't know if it lived up to that.
It's
So I
still
think I
good.
need to rewatch it.
All right, well, that's enough for that game. It got us a little fired up. So let's go into Dennis. We'll get him fired up. You just got back from Florida. Please, 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 please tell us about your Florida trip.
Yeah, it's one of the most depressing places in the world, I think. The Florida. Inland Florida is like, have you ever driven around in Florida?
One time I missed that. I fell asleep after a bachelor party at the Tampa Bay airport. I fell asleep at the gate and I missed my flight. So I had to rent a car and drive it from Tampa Bay to Orlando. And it was one of the saddest drives I've ever had in my life because of the circumstances and because of just the scenery of just
Yeah.
swamplands.
It's very funny that I have a very kind of similar story to Kevin, but instead I was going to a bachelor party that I thought was in Tampa, but it was actually in Orlando. So
Wait, really?
So I had to rent a car from Orlando and from Tampa and had to drive up to Orlando.
Oh my God.
On the way back, I had to drive back because my flight was out of Tampa.
How did that happen? Weren't you communicating?
Yes, but they originally said that it was Tampa, so I thought, all right, Tampa. And then then it was for Danny's, and then he showed us the Airbnb, didn't say, hey, it's going to be in Orlando, but other people knew that, and I didn't know that. And
So we've made that same drive. We went to the same.
I know,
Oh,
so
wow.
I was like, right, I know that drive, Kevin.
To give
It
you the
was-
benefit of when you book a flight to Tampa, they include Orlando airports for whatever reason. Because I think they're only like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it wasn't
apart?
far.
No,
It
it's
wasn't a
totally
bad drive.
reasonable. No, it's actually like really not that bad of like a
Mhm.
fuck up by me. Like I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I guess I just got to drive an hour 15.
And people drive really fast in Florida.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just so flat and weird. It was so weird. It was such
Florida
an interesting...
It is weird. It's pretty ugly.
So my parents have a place. It's about 50 minutes from the beach. so it's a very inland. Fort Myers.
I didn't realize it was that far from the beach.
Yeah, it's pretty far. So it's not near. They live on like a golf community, but it's very heavily populated, Fort Myers.
Mhm.
But everything is centered around these big communities, and you need a car to go everywhere. So there's never like a side street with just houses on it. It's like here's like basically a highway that has all these strip malls and plazas, and it's like a 6-lane highway. And you want to go to like your local restaurant, you got to go on this highway and make a right turn. And
also, the scariest driving experiences are in Florida. Everybody's so old. They drive so fast.
Oh, yeah.
It is so frightening.
It takes Lisa and I, we timed it to make a left turn and to like go somewhere like on that side of the road, left side of the road. It takes 20 minutes to get over there.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a depressing. I would never live there.
Yeah, that's
It's also
20. Why'd your dad pick? Why'd they pick there?
I mean, they're not going
well.
out. They just want to golf. Yeah.
I get it, but you could have the beach. Isn't there golf courses close to the beach?
They don't like the beach. They're old people. They don't.
That's true. The beach does get a little like it's just fucking sand all over the place.
They had a condo.
Really annoying.
They had a condo in Clearwater Beach, which was awesome because it was right like near the beach. It wasn't on the beach, but a block away. And they got rid of it because it was too cold. So now they're in Fort Myers, which is actually warmer because they're inland.
Yeah, it's like an
and it's
hour
more
south, 2
Yeah.
hours south. It is funny though. Oh, and I don't know if Arizona's the same way, but you go to somewhere like LA or San Diego or Florida, and I would assume Arizona, like the whole reason that you like go to a place like that is because the weather's so nice. But you end up, because everybody else flocks there, you're just spending up most of your days in a car in air conditioning. Like,
yeah,
right? There's just like so congested that you don't even really get to enjoy the weather. You're just like sitting in traffic all day long.
Well, San Diego, I think, is better than most of them. I think Arizona sucks. Anyone that likes Arizona, it blows my mind that people enjoy like Scottsdale area.
Yeah,
But
me too.
LA, I don't know. I think LA, you're really riddled with bad traffic in LA.
So what did you do in Florida, Dennis, with a family, 3 kids now?
Let me go back to my notes because I actually
I could probably
forgot.
prime you with one. Did you go to like a water park or a boat or do anything like that?
Yeah, actually, I went to
the.
this gator farm, which was pretty sweet. It was like really inland. It was literally smack dab in the middle of Florida, like an hour from Palm Beach and an hour from like Fort Myers. So basically the two coasts. And it was a gator farm. And so they claimed, I didn't verify, but basically every gator you see in a zoo is hatched at this farm. Not gator, crocodile.
Yeah, I feel like you texted us this and you made that same mistake in the text too.
Dude, it's so confusing.
I don't know what the difference is.
One of these days you're going to nail this story.
Well, so a crocodile has a pointy nose and a gator has a flat nose, is what they tell me. But yeah, we went to this and it's crazy because you walk in and there's like 100 gator. We were the first people there, which was very strange to like
What
go
time?
to 10 o'clock right when it opened. Kids up since 5, so we were ready to go.
Just waiting for their crocs.
But you walk in and there's like 50 gators that just see people and you could feed them, and so they know that people have food, and so like they all just start swimming towards you. And
damn, that sounds sick. But I'm also wondering like why they open at 10.
I don't know,
just because like the Florida people are partying all night long and like we're not gonna get on a gator farm. We'll do whatever we want. Open this shit at 12 p.m. if we want.
We're working again.
Come sit at cracks no matter what they got. I'll be fucking
here and see, bro.
Get fucked up at night and then we'll wake up at 10. We'll show them the gator and we'll get the fucking do it all over again.
That's how I thought it was going to be, but it was more organized than I thought.
Oh, it was very corporate.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Crocs were in a single file line. You get one piece of food each.
Please, sir, can I have some more? No, but it was cool to see crocs eat stuff.
Yeah,
That's
would you
basically
feed
weird.
them? Would you feed them like dead rats?
It
Hunks
looked
of
like
meat?
it looked like a fish food, like a pellet that you feed them.
Oh,
but then,
really? Not like fucking meat, like a.
well, but then they had a
hunk of meat?
show where a guy was feeding them like raw chicken, which was pretty sweet.
Was it
And then-
anything like Joe Dirt? Where he like sticks his head inside the gator?
No, there was a gator there called the Croc Killer,
Oh shit!
and this gator kills
Was it
crocs.
a gator or a croc? Oh, there was a gator that kills
Yeah,
crocs.
and it's like the biggest one, and it killed so many crocs that now it lives in like a 10 by 10 cage for the rest of its life. Can't be with anyone else. Yeah, and you're allowed to spit on it.
Are you really?
Spit on it.
Is that really
Yeah.
a thing?
No, you're not.
That's so cool. It would have been the best thing in the fucking world.
Oh, man, amazing.
If you could.
Like this thing, this gator.
Oh man, that's
Cool.
so
That would have been fantastic if that was like a perk.
Fuck. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Shit, that was
it's
funny.
cool. And then we went to a brewery after, which I think I liked the best. So
Your kids like it?
the brewery?
Yeah.
No, I had their iPads. I had to
What-
get them away from their drugs so they could eat
How
their
big
food.
what was the biggest gator and biggest, or which reptile was the biggest?
The gator, the one that you can almost
Oh, the one you spit on.
yeah, the one you can spit on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
No,
right,
but Florida in general, just very depressing.
Yeah,
Like,
hated
I
it when
couldn't
was in
live there.
Florida.
What
When I
other
went
hillbilly shit
recently-
did you do?
I went to a water park and we were like the only ones there, which was pretty sweet. So I got to go down water slides a bunch.
Wait, did the boys go or is it just
Yeah, the boys went.
Why
Boys
are you
went.
the only people at these things? I don't understand.
I don't
Because
know.
everyone's fucking 80 or 100 years old.
That
And
is
people
true.
go
Everyone else is
Thanksgiving
at
week.
people at Thanksgiving, not in Florida.
Yeah.
And they might be in Florida, but they're doing other stuff with families.
So
not going to a
my
water
parents
park.
live in a community and I'm like, it's an old person's community. They're like, no, there's young people that live here. Like, there's a family with a girl. And I'm like, one family with a girl. And I actually ran into this family that have the girl. And the girl's like 9 years old. And
I was
she's
thinking she can be like 29 years old.
Yeah. No, and she's like homeschooled. And this is like a community where it takes like 20 minutes just to drive out of it, just to get out of like the development. And so it's not like and there's no sidewalk. You can't just walk to like another person's house. So I'm like, this has got to be how selfish of those parents to live in this, like, oh yeah, you live in this nice community, but this girl has no life, basically.
Basically
Yeah.
a prisoner, to this Florida life. Gonna
Yeah,
grow up
only
so
child, no friends. Then we went out to dinner one night. Some strange stuff happened. Continue. And I went golfing. Yeah.
Weird. Did you
Did
go on
you
a
shoot?
boat?
Yeah, I did go on a boat. It's been very stressful to go on a boat with your parents when they're captaining a boat, especially if they never really drive boats.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it their boat or?
No, we rented one.
I saw your dad let you drive. You sat on your daddy's lap.
Yeah,
Like,
Daddy
honk
let
the
me
horn?
drive only if I sat on his lap. So
Did you guys rent a boat for this?
yeah, we rented a boat. It's like
Where?
$200 in Fort Myers.
Oh, so you're actually out on the ocean?
Yeah. So we had to drive like 45 minutes to get there.
Wait, you're on the ocean? Dad?
The Gulf.
I was
Gulf,
gonna
yeah.
say the ocean would be crazy.
You know what?
on the-
I fucking when my dad does this too. You call it the ocean, they go, "It's not the ocean, it's the Gulf." And I'm like,
Well, you
really?
Yeah, you confused the hell out of me. I imagine ocean. There's a lot of waves. The Gulf is just flat. It's like a big lake.
Okay,
It's
it's,
a- and then-
basically the same shit.
I don't know. Maybe
It's
it's,
not
'cause
a lake.
I live on the Sound, so like that's all I think about. People will call the Sound the ocean. I'm like, it's not the ocean. That's the Sound, Puget Sound.
But to me, it's like the Gulf wouldn't exist without the
It's
ocean.
salt water than you an ocean.
I'm with you, Dennis. Like, don't tell me it's the bay. Like, the bay is just part of the ocean. Get the fuck out of it. It's not a lake. It's the ocean.
Yeah. Sorry,
I don't know.
Owen.
I'm confused. I disagree. I used to agree with you though, but
But-
not anymore.
I guess if you're a fisherman, these things matter though. Like you're gonna have different fish. All right.
Yeah.
I'm bored of that.
All
Oh,
right,
and tell us
next.
about Mar-a-Lago.
All right.
Speaking of Florida,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right. I don't know anything. I'm curious. What the fuck is
Oh, that was-
Mar-a-Lago? I feel like Mar-a-Lago.
I love when
is-
Owen suggests a topic.
It's like,
And then Kevin's like, tell us about this. He's like, I don't know shit about it.
I need you
I
guys.
need you guys to talk about my
Yeah,
topic.
I'll be
tell
like,
me
oh,
about-
and tell us about 18th century Russian literature. This topic you suggested, and he goes, yeah, what's that?
No.
Do you Google topics?
What is that shit?
Topics to talk about. You pick the
No.
first three things.
Mar-a-Lago to me is it's
Yeah,
like
it's an opinion thing.
it's a concept. What the fuck is it? You hear
It's a
about it all the
resort.
time. By who? Is
Trump.
Trump.
So is Trump's owns this resort? So I was like,
Oh.
is this a territory? Is this a city that he lives in? Is it what the fuck is Mar-a-Lago? So I was like, Mar-a-Lago is just a concept that people came up with, and they're like, oh, he came down to Mar-a-Lago. Why don't they say he came to Florida?
Because he's
So-
going to his like estate. It's like it's almost like his like what's that? What's the guy's name that has the
Graceland?
no? Yes, similar to that. I was thinking more of the movie. The guy who had the rosebud.
What's his name?
He looked like this.
Whatever that guy's
Citizen Kane.
Citizen
Yeah.
Kane. Remember, he had like that estate. It was like it's basically Trump's estate, but he like it's also a resort, so like other people stay there, but like it is sort of his little palace.
So Owen's not
how-
submitting topics. He's trying to do a Google search and sends it to us. Like, what is Mar-a-Lago?
I'm using you guys as my idea for X.
It's
where
it's
like
Trump's
using
compound.
using X like Google. So you just tweet out a question and see what people give you an answer.
So Owen, your idea here is that Mar-a-Lago is not. It's more of a concept than
Yeah,
a,
like you just think about like it's not real.
It's real.
It's very real.
No. Have you seen it? I've
Yeah.
never seen. I don't know. Really, this is
Not in
how-
person. Not in person.
You've seen pictures of what Mar-a-Lago looks like.
Yeah,
like I've
and
seen
you're
Trump
like, oh,
golfing
Dude,
there.
just Google Mar-a-Lago.
I didn't want to. I needed you guys to. I wanted to see if you guys knew what it was, and I thought.
What did you think
I
it
thought
was?
we were going to learn about this on the podcast together. I'm shocked you guys know what Mar-a-Lago is.
It seems as if he bought it though. He didn't build it.
Yeah, he bought it. There was a
Okay.
big thing a few years ago how they said that he claimed that it was only worth like $20 million. Or no, he claimed that it was worth a bunch of money, and a bunch of people were saying no, it's actually only worth like $20 million, and people are like, no way, this $20 million, like this is a whole resort, like it's humongous. So that's all I,
I don't know.
about
I'm
it.
looking at pictures of it now, and I mean, sure, it's like a resort, but it's not all that impressive. Like I stayed at a place in Tampa, like a golf resort that was a fraction of the price, and it's not all that different than this.
I mean, you probably have to look at what all the fixtures are in there, Kevin. You got better countertops, better lights.
Oh, you know what? There are
better
some pretty
artwork.
yeah,
Arches are
eclectic
different.
artwork and stuff. Yeah, you're right. There wasn't any of like the beautiful. It almost looks like the Sistine
Also,
Chapel
I don't think you
inside.
stay there. Like it's not a hotel.
See, we're learning about Mar-a-Lago right now. We don't know what goes on. Like, I don't get it. where
Actually, it
everyone's
says-
like,
wait,
you went
wait,
to
wait.
Mar-a-Lago.
It
like-
says Mar-a-Lago is not a real place. It's a concept.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
All right. I don't want to talk about Mar-a-Lago anymore.
I do because
I
I
want-
still don't really get it, but we can.
Owen,
move
were you
past that.
reading the top things trending on Twitter or on TikTok?
I
Oh,
was
okay. I was gonna
watching.
say,
Me and Sarah were watching. I don't even know if it was TikTok or it was the news, and something came up with Mar-a-Lago. I was like, "What the fuck is Mar-a-Lago?" And
You and Sarah
didn't
watch
know.
TikTok together?
No, sometimes I'll be watching and she'll watch something. I don't think it was TikTok though. I think it was the news.
Okay.
Okay. Well, speaking
Kevin's
of,
so bored. He's like staring off into space.
no, I'm
Kevin's
trying. I
like,
think I have.
Kevin's like, we gotta kick Owen off the fucking podcast.
No,
He
no,
doesn't
no,
get
no.
His topics on time. His topics he doesn't even know about.
No.
I just know you've watched like 100 shows and 100 movies since we last talked, and
But you guys don't watch them, so I don't know what to talk about with them.
You
sell
bring
us
'em up.
on 'em.
Sell us on-
'em.
yeah.
Yeah. Be a salesman. All right. Well, let me show you guys on
The
something.
last one I have on my list was a
Okay.
movie.
All right. Who in your opinion is the best dressed athlete in the United States? Could be former,
Oh, shit.
professional.
They
Um,
all dress like shit. You know who
Not all of
dresses the
them.
worst? Yeah, no. Majority of them dress like idiots. The
I agree with
worst
that.
dresser is Joe. The worst dresser that people think dresses good is Joe Burrow.
100%.
His outfits fucking suck.
He'll wear like all over print, like cartoon characters,
And they're like, look at this guy. He's
look
like
at his
Mr.
swag,
GQ.
swag.
Ah, he fucking
Joe
he's the
Cool.
worst.
Yeah. No, he's. But okay, Dennis. Yes. Who do
I
you
was gonna
think
say-
is the worst dressed athlete?
Did you wait? Speaking of Joe Burrow, did you see that he bought for $3 million a Batmobile from The Dark Knight? It's not.
See,
It's not even street legal.
That's
It's
what I'm
like from the
talking
actual
about.
movie.
That's what I'm talking about. He thinks that's cool, and he's like, "Yeah, man, fucking swag, bro."
It's just you're not in reality when you're a professional football player. You don't know what's normal. But
Yeah.
Dennis, who do you think is the worst or best dressed athlete, or who's somebody that just stood out to you?
I can't think of the.
I think what's his name from the Browns, Azua Okakoma. What's his last name? Okakoma.
Yeah, this is a household name. Thanks for bringing this guy up. Everybody's gonna know Azua Oklahoma.
I don't even know how to spell. I do like Myles Garrett. I do like when he dresses, and I think it's specifically his Halloween costumes. I'm a big fan of.
See, like when he
dresses-
dresses
like-
up.
Is he like Heidi Klum? Like he wears like the worm costume?
He wore like the Terminator. I like that.
Who's the? There's an athlete that has like initials is what people call him. I forget what his fucking name is though. He's a basketball player that people say he's the best dressed athlete.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the best.
Who is SFH or something?
SGA.
Okay.
Yeah, him. People always say SGA. I get it. I just don't really like his style.
Wait. I have my guy, who I meant to say, Jeremiah Ozu Karamoa. Let me show you what he wears here.
Ooh, I like Jacksonville Irvine. Who's this guy?
He wears like traditional African before the game. He wears this.
No, that's kind of actually sick. I actually like.
I know it's cool.
That's cool. They like at least like honor some kind of heritage. As
yeah.
opposed to...
Before the game, look at what he wears.
All right,
Just like that guy's wearing that, and then he's gonna tickle your ass.
All right. Well, there
my
is
favorite. I'm just because I don't know a lot of athletes. I can't picture their names, but I would think my favorite dressed person is Jackson Irvine, football player. But I think they mean soccer. He's got some really good outfits. I really like him.
The guy with the long hair.
Yeah,
I just see him in a soccer uniform.
Is he wearing a soccer uniform, brown pants, and those sambas?
He looks like
I mean, I'm pretty over those, but I don't know. I think he looks good.
There is a definitive answer to who the worst dressed athlete is of all time.
Most of them dress terrible, I will say.
And there's one who's the worst by far, and he is now a regular talking head on ESPN. It is former NFL quarterback Cam Newton. If you've ever caught like a broadcast during the day of ESPN, like at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, Cam Newton will be on there, and he will be dressed like he is steampunk. It is insane because he is a 6'5", 280-pound man. Hang on, I'm trying to find some of the pictures aren't doing it justice because he dresses weirder and weirder on every day. So this is kind of normal. He's just wearing like a cowboy hat. Here he's wearing like preppy, but like, hang on, dude. Oh, look at this. This is what he dresses like nowadays. He's wearing like a fez with like a sweater that has like little puffy balls on it. The guy isn't. I guess my point is just like, is this guy always been insane?
He's just got weird hats. He had weird, like he'd do his hair weird.
I'm actually upset because he dresses weirder than this now, and I can't find it. I gotta find like just a clip of him on camp.
To me, this guy doesn't even count because now he's just dressing insane. Just so that's what he's known for. So it's like
he always is dressed crazy.
It obsessed me though because it's just like I'm supposed to tune into this for like sports takes, and it's so insanely distracting. Like as a journalist, your one job is to like not make it about you. You're just supposed to be like telling the truth or like reporting facts. And this guy just dresses like an absolute nutcase. Like this is him on an average day of NFL.
Looks like someone just set something on top of his hat.
Well, that's his hair.
Like it's a cat sleeping.
Like that is just insanity. This is just his average clothes.
Could a white guy ever pull that off? Like
no, he can't even pull it off. He can't pull it off either. That looks dumb.
Oh, and how would you describe that outfit? What is he wearing?
Oh man, he's like playing dress up, but he has to take off different layers. Like he's like, right now I'm a fisherman, but now I'm actually a tap dancer.
It's like he's in Whose Line Is It Anyways, and it's like grab the craziest outfit, and then you have to justify it.
Run around the corner.
He also has giant dreads, so he like all these cowboy hats he has are like bespoke cowboy hats that he has to cut a hole in the top, so his little poof of hair sticks out.
You know what? a white
A
guy
bow
could
tie.
a white guy could pull this off. I have the hat that white guys wear. This is a thing that white guys do already. It's the Guy Fieri hat that has the hair built in. Have you ever seen people wear those?
Oh,
Where
I
it's like
can picture that. Yeah.
a regular hat and it's like blonde hair on top of it. People wear them all the time.
Yeah, I
Owen?
love that. That's actually sick. It's
Yeah,
like a
they are
visor,
sick.
but with just like puffy hair at the like puffy blonde hair.
I see people at literally baseball games wearing these hats. I thought you have it.
I hate those. Who fucking wears that? I know people do, but those types of people just fucking they suck. Piss
If
me
you
off.
saw a pilot flying a plane and he's wearing that hat, would you still get on the plane?
That's a great question. Just to draw this out, you're like, you know, how sometimes like when you're walking on the plane, you see like the pilot kind of just like shifting things
Yeah.
around,
Or,
talking
like, he's
to the
kinda chubby,
stewardess.
and you're like,
didn't see
"Ugh."
it there, bud.
That is how they talk.
Just got to get in the back. I'm about to take this bird out.
Or yeah, but no, he's wearing. I would in this situation, I imagine like he's not wearing a hat, and then he's like just talking to the stewardess, and all of a sudden like he's like, "All right, time to get up there in the air." And then puts on his Guy Fieri hat.
You ever walk off a plane and the pilot gives you a head nod and you like return it and you're like, I really don't care. That's how I feel.
Ooh, if the pilot gave me a head nod, I'd be like, oh shit.
I always say thank you.
It's a
I always
real
say
deal.
thank you to them.
No, I say thank you, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm
Alright.
like not the guy to thank.
Well, you're thanking them.
Oh,
Pilot's like, thank you, Dennis.
I thought he's
You got
thanking
this.
me for being
We
on the
really
plane.
needed your weight to level out the.
You made it nice and smooth for everyone.
Well, Owen, tell us about Seathearts movie. Seethearts.
I misspelled. That's on me. It's a new HBO movie, Sweethearts. And
Never heard
it
of
is
it.
probably one of the best comedies I've seen in a long time. It was
Oh, no way.
Really, really
That's
funny.
amazing.
I haven't heard of
Actors
that.
I've never heard of. or
Oh,
ever
Kiernan
seen.
Shipka. She's from Mad Men. She's the daughter in Mad Men. I've heard of this. It's like a holiday movie, right?
No,
No.
not at all.
Good
Good guess,
rom-com,
though. Yes, rom-com.
Okay, that's what I
So,
meant to say.
I was going to. I kept meaning to text you guys to watch.
Is it
or
actually
ask if
funny?
You watched it. I really enjoyed it. It was like like I said, one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time. It's different. A lot of very funny parts. I mean, it's just like any comedy movie, though. It's got like kind of a not the best plot, but that's not what you're watching it for.
Nice. Is it funny?
Kevin, I'm going to kill you.
No, I'm gonna check that out this weekend. Sweethearts movie. Give me like a quick like. I know it has something to do with a college.
Okay,
Like, tell me quickly what it's about. Give me in 10 seconds or less.
Okay. Two people, best friends. One's a guy, one's a girl. They both have long distance relationships, but the two best friends go to the same college. And they're like, why are we in these relationships? This is so stupid. We need to break up. So they come up with a plan to break up with their long distance GFs. And, it doesn't go as planned.
No,
And it's pretty fun, crazy.
That's unfortunate for
based
them, but it
in
makes for a pretty
Ohio.
good movie. Oh, I like that.
Based in Ohio. Seems
Oh.
to be based in Columbus, Ohio. Not the whole movie. Beginning doesn't start there, but then they're from Ohio.
Is it like an
I was trying
Ohio
to find.
college?
I was trying to find parts. It seems like so. No, where they go to college is in the East Coast. I think maybe it was Harvard or Brown or something. I don't fucking know. But that's all I got. I don't know how to sell anyone on movies or things that I watch. That's why I never really
I'm
bring
sold.
them up. I know
I'm
you're
sold.
sold. I can
I'm
tell
sold.
Dennis that, hey, Dennis, you're really going to like this movie. And it gets you.
Dig deep and just tell me one thing that just made you like this movie. Like that, like, give me a very specific example. Not like it doesn't have to be a plot or like a scene from the movie. Just like, did it make you feel something that other movie has not made you feel?
No, nothing.
So you're just gonna tap out to this question.
Well, I don't know what you want. It's a comedy. So what can I dig deep on?
Did it
other
make
than
you
something
feel
that-
like the Ohio part is that what sold you? Like, oh, I
No.
know this This is
No.
kind of like nostalgic
No,
feeling.
because I was trying to figure out what parts seemed like Ohio, or I could tell they were shot in Ohio, or if they were shot in California, I'd be like, that's clearly a palm tree and they're in Ohio, and that doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: how did you end up watching this movie?
Turned on HBO, saw that this was a new movie that was out, and I was like, oh, the comedy, I'm just going to watch it. And I was very
Wow.
pleasantly surprised.
That
And
you
no
know
one
what?
else I know has seen it too, which is crazy because I think that this was like Bottoms. I thought was like kind of funny. People
I thought the
love
movie was
that movie.
hilarious. Yeah.
I haven't
I
seen
didn't
that.
find it that funny. This is somewhat reminded me very, I don't know, somewhat like Superbad, but not at all because
Okay.
they're in college. But
I have a question. When you go like to HBO Max and there's a movie that's on there, you'll just blindly click it and watch it without looking it up or anything?
I don't. I'll read what it's like. This is what like the. I won't watch the trailer because trailers give away everything.
Yeah.
I just read like the overview.
Synopsis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have to do an hour's worth of research before I select a movie.
I'm
Why?
one of those people that will like, all right, I'm really down to watch a movie, and then I'll open up like Netflix and I'll look through Netflix movies for an hour, not for an hour, for like 20 minutes. Then I'll look through Max movies for 20 minutes, then Peacock. And then by the time I'm done, it was like the entire length of a movie. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to watch
That's how I
the
am.
King of Queens or just go
Yeah.
to bed.
I
Yes.
normally, so I'll like, if there's something that is a drama or action movie, I will watch previews quickly. And I know within like probably 5-10 seconds.
Oh, I'm not even
like,
saying
I'm going to like it or
previews. I'm just saying.
I understand that you do too
I'm
much
looking at
research.
Rotten Tomatoes. I'm looking at Letterboxd. I'm looking at.
I don't want to
bunch
know
of
what
different-
other people's opinions are typically, unless I trust the people.
I'm mostly just looking at the posters for the movie on the fucking streaming
If it
service.
looks cool and if it looks like it's shot cool, then I typically watch it. When I was like, ooh, I like the cinematography in here, then I turn it on. Or if I think it's funny.
I'm going to go
it's
see that
scary,
Kyle
I'm
Mooney
typically not gonna watch
Y2K movie this weekend.
Ah, fuck, I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
watch that. And I also want to watch that other like nostalgia 2000s movie. It's with an Asian boy. Who's that little Asian boy? You guys will know it.
I heard you must have read the synopsis.
Well, I actually only saw the preview, and I noticed.
Owen just searched Asian boy, and he's like, "Oh, looks like there's a movie."
I
coming
don't know
out."
what you're talking about.
I've literally just googled. I googled movie Asian boy movie, and it's the very first one. Didi.
Oh, DD. I've seen that preview 1,000 times, and it pisses me
DD.
off. That's
I've
probably
never
out
It's
heard
on
of that.
pissing
streaming
you
now.
off. I really want to fucking watch that. That's like my number one movie I want to see. I've been
I-
wanting to see this forever.
I'm only
think it's
seeing
just 'cause
Dee Dee
I've-
from Dexter's Laboratory. Is that who you're talking about?
DIDI.
Okay.
And I've seen that trailer now like 6 or 7 times, and it's like a coming of age movie, but about a kid who's like our generation, like E-Bombs World, and like watching
Yeah,
all those like pre-YouTube videos. And yes, I can see the hype, but I live that. Like I don't need to see the movie. Is how I feel.
Oh,
It's like that movie Eighth Grade by
So cool.
Yeah, just like that movie.
Bo
Eighth Grade,
Burnham.
yes.
I'm excited for that The Covenant. I think it's out already, but I heard
think
that's
it is
really
too,
good.
That is
because
out.
someone asked me at work if I saw that.
Yeah, I like those kind of Catholicism movies.
That's it. Yeah, I heard that that's good.
Yeah.
But I've been watching Silo too, and it's hard to get into. I'm still in season 1. I think episode 4. Starting to get a little bit
There's
better.
a drag, but I don't
It's
know.
a
I kind of like
long-
I like living in that world. I like just being there.
Gotcha.
I
I want
was-
to know what's under the water. They never went in that water, and I've gotten into really, really into deep diving spirit. Oh, they go in the water. You just gave it away, Dennis.
Owen, I'm going to change the subject and put you in a cutthroat sort of sci-fi situation, okay? You're in a podcast. You have 10 minutes left, and you've submitted 2 topics.
I don't even know what they are.
One, and now there's a gun to your head, and you have to pick one to talk about. The one is shaking it twice, and then the other topic is
That's gotta be
squares
going
are
pee.
in. What would you rather talk about? Shaking it twice.
The squares
or
are in one
squares
sounds
are in.
so boring. but
They both are so abstract. I can't even imagine what the hell he's talking about.
So Dennis got it right. Shaking it twice is about peeing. And
So is that what you're going with?
yeah, I got a real
Okay.
big problem with that. The older I'm getting, my entire life, everyone's like, shake it. If you're shaking it twice, that's all right. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with it. And I feel like too
You're
many.
thinking of that a little too literally. Nobody thinks you're playing with it. You're just trying to get the pee off the tip.
I get it, but every time when I go to the bathroom,
2.
if
Always leaving.
I'm in public, I gotta be like, I can't let anyone see that my arm go more than 2 times because they're gonna be like, oh, what are you playing with it? So it's
Nobody's looking.
No, I actually have been next to a guy in a urinal where they're like, when I'm like,
that's crazy.
it's always an old guy, and you're like, my God, dude, chill. A little pee dribble is not going to kill anyone.
Chill, daddy. No, I've gotten to a point where I could understand this old man because I used to be a shake it twice every once in a while. I might give it a third one.
What?
As long as no one's around. But I feel like I find the need that I need to shake it more than twice lately. And just because I've been following that rule a little too literally. And I don't know if you guys are running into the same problem.
No, I have a similar issue where I'm like, depends on like the type of pants I'm wearing. I feel like where I think I'm like got everything out, and then I go to put it back in, and I'm like, whoa, where did all that come
like
from?
5 strips down my leg.
Yeah.
This is great. I guess I'm going back to work.
Yeah, I guess I peed my pants a little bit, but not enough.
It's crazy. I'll shake it like 30 times, and then I'm like, all right, we're good. Nope.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
Yeah, I think it is an older thing because I have like the boys. I've watched them go pee many times, and they can just like shoot it out in like 10 seconds, and it's like they just turn a nozzle off so quickly, and they just walk away. There's no issue. Where I've noticed mine is more of like a slow sort of trickle out.
Kevin's loving this. We're just talking about
no.
I
think you guys know where I stand on this. I don't relate to you at all. I'm still
Kevin
still in fire hose mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kevin strikes me as a guy that just
I shake, but
shoots and goes, and
I shoot fast, and I put that fire out, and I'm out of there.
I've learned.
The problem is I just do it frequently. Probably
I've never
10 times
felt
more
like,
frequently.
I've learned
never felt like I needed those pants from I think you should leave more than I do now.
Yeah. I've learned
cut pants.
Yeah.
I've learned very recently a lot of people have different bladder issues that could affect many things in their life. So
all right. Don't tease around that. All right, Dennis, I'm skipping one of your topics unless you really want to talk about John Benet Ramsey.
I think Dennis wants to talk about I watched that too, Dennis.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got a counterpoint to that documentary.
Oh, yeah, spit it out here.
Hot take.
All right, so you know John Benet. You know John Benet, Kevin.
Little girl that got kidnapped and killed or something.
Yeah. So basically,
allegedly.
Yeah. She's definitely got killed. So basically, these parents. It was like the day after Christmas, and they woke up, and there was a ransom note at the bottom of the stairs, and basically said, "We kidnapped your daughter. You pay us $118,000." So they called the police. The police came over. They're like, "Oh, this is ransom note. Like we'll look into it. Blah blah blah." And then a few hours later, the dad's exploring the house and finds the daughter dead in the basement. So the police came there. There's this ransom note. They didn't even search the whole house, and then the dad found her dead in the basement. And there was like a window open, and the girl was basically choked to death with like this device, like string device, and she was like sexually abused, all this sort of stuff. And so like a big investigation happened. A lot of people think the parents did it, just because of the situation and stuff like that. This documentary that just came out is on the parents' side, where over all the years it's been that the parents did it, and this one looked at like how other people could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the parents were involved though, because I've seen other documentaries about it.
So what's your take though?
The take is the ransom note. If you look at the mother's writing, okay, so the ransom note was used on a pen and paper within the house. It's about like 2 pages long, and they said it would take someone about 25 minutes to write. handwrite with your hand.
25 minutes for 2 pages seems a little extreme.
Well, so it came from a pen and paper in the house. That same pad of paper had the mother used all the time, and someone started writing the ransom note and left it there, and then ripped out a new page and wrote it. Who would kidnap someone, have this big plan, and decide to write the ransom note in that person's house? That's the part that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're gonna go in this house, kidnap a girl for $118,000, a very specific amount, and then write a ransom note within the house.
Yeah, that doesn't check out.
Well, I also, it doesn't check out, killing a little girl. I don't think that this person is very smart or thinks about anything. So I wouldn't put it past a lunatic to be like, I'm just going to fucking write this right here. He already snuck in the house. He's clearly lives a pretty dangerous life.
That's true.
So I don't know. I never thought about that situation.
Do you think the parents were involved?
No, I don't at all.
You gotta. I'll send you a different documentary. So
nope.
The one
nope.
that I okay.
Nope.
The one that I saw. So she had a 9-year-old brother. The one that I saw was that basically they think the 9-year-old brother had this flashlight that was his toy. They think that he hit the girl and she died, and the parents basically covered it up for the brother.
That's interesting.
That's a good. So I heard the idea that they thought that the brother did it, and they on that original documentary, but they didn't say that was the story. And when I heard that, I was like, of course a 9-year-old boy didn't strangle the daughter and then sexually abuse her with a paintbrush.
That's the part that I'm like, even if the brother did accidentally do, like, why would the parents sexually abuse her?
And the stun gun marks.
No, it was a train track.
I don't buy that part either. So
it's a good documentary, Kevin. I don't know if you don't. Are you a big true crime guy?
I have to stumble into it. There's just so much of it. You guys have a new one every
week.
It's
my favorite. Thing out of everything.
Yeah, as soon as they release one, you watch it. That's how it works.
Yeah.
And this one is a huge. JonBenét's that's everyone knows who that is.
Can I go to my
Why is America so obsessed with true crime? Just explain it to me really quickly.
It's like a mystery. It's like you're solving the mystery.
It's a puzzle,
which is fun.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
You want to have an opinion.
The best ones are the ones that are kind of unsolved and there's like a mystery to it.
And it's just a good conversation piece.
The thing that gets frustrating, though, is the mystery ones that never end and you never get closure. So I don't know if I love them. The one with the Murdoch, that one was great because it was like real time while it was all happening, and the dad was the fucking murderer. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Wait, Dennis, what was your other topic?
So have you guys on TikTok? There's the specific type of people, and I'm going to try to get a video going while I'm talking about this. And I've noticed this. It's usually like a Southern couple, and they film almost every interaction they have with each other, but they try to make it so genuine. So it'll be like, hey, babe, I was in the backyard, and this pool guy came. What? You told a pool guy to come? We can't afford a pool. And it's like, this type of shit where it's just so fucking fake, and I want to punch the guy in the face. And because they never look at the camera, they're just looking at their wife, and their wife is like cracking up, like, "You're so funny. We can't afford a pool."
I need to see this. This is so annoying to me.
All
right, let me. I gotta.
Babe, I called the.
Couples doing bits together on TikTok or just Instagram Reels is by far the worst corner of the internet. Just like the couples doing like little shticks together. I'm like, put me in that family, and if I was that kid, I'd kill him. I would fucking JonBenét Ramsey them.
wait, let me show
it is. I just can't imagine just doing bits like that on camera with your wife.
Wait,
when you marry your college sweethart instead of your high school sweetheart.
You guys hear it?
Oh my god!
You're the one who grew up 3 hours away from where we live.
We had the option to live there, and we chose here.
If we lived there, we'd have to drive
so genuine.
up here to see my
Yeah,
it's like he's trying so hard not to look down at the camera. He really wants to, though.
No matter where we're at.
Absolutely. How about your family just all move up here around us,
Oh, yeah.
and then we ain't got to travel no more?
Yeah. Oh,
This guy's fucking cracking me up.
You gonna convince them all to do it?
That's why you had to marry me from 3 hours away. It's because you was kin to everybody who you lived around down there.
I don't understand what's happening here, Dennis.
Everyone in your home.
What are they talking about?
I like the live reaction
know.
video that Dennis just did on Pod.
I don't know. The one thing I've learned about TikTok is it's all fucking hillbillies. It's all hillbillies, man. It's the
And it's fat suburban like people
yeah.
that live in
Actually,
suburbs.
do you guys see these TikToks where it's like some very obese wife or whatever, female?
Yeah, she's
And they're
fat.
like, I'm making dinner for my family, and it's like the worst looking meal you've ever seen. And I think it's the only reason it's getting views. It's like
Oh, it's everybody's
ground meat with potatoes on top and like processed cheese and throw it in the oven.
Yeah, and
and
there's
it's,
like a
like,
half
so
a gallon
disgusting
of
looking.
vegetable oil. I've seen that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me end.
Yeah.
Let me end us on a little anecdote from the weekend. So I was in Cleveland this past weekend while Dennis was away, so he missed out on the fun. But I went out with Mr. B and Drew the Listener.
Yeah.
So first, I'll say this: I met Drew the Listener out at about like 8:00 at a bar in Lakewood, Ohio, and we texted Sam, or Sam knew we were there, and like we didn't know if Sam was actually going to show up. So we hang out for about 8 to 9:30, and then we leave. We start driving home, and then all of a sudden I get a call from Sam that says he's outside the bar. Like, where'd we go? Like, he actually finally showed up.
Oh my God.
Like, we were so ready to just go home and go to bed, and then all of a sudden we're like, fuck, like, all right, let's go. Like, gotta have a night now. So then we bar hopped around with Sam and Drew the Listener, and then Mr. B met up with us.
Where was Mr.
And
B? What
he
obligations did he have?
He was at a wedding or a baby shower.
Oh yeah, okay.
He was at a baby shower. But the reason I'm trying to get to this, I ended up hanging out with them till like 1:30 in the morning, and then I slept at Drew the Listener's house. And I think Mr. B has created one of the most novel things on the planet that I would be so curious if you guys have ever heard of this before. So when Mr. B's out and about late at night, he needs to eat something at the end of the night. He can't go to bed hungry. That's not good for him. So when Mr. B, so it's always like, hey, let's go home and get a pie and fall asleep. But he is, and I've been with him enough in this situation where this has happened on 12 occasions where you, but I don't know if you've ever witnessed this, Dennis, because you have family and kids to go home to. But he's created this unique concept where you call the pizza place and you say, hey, do you have any mess ups?
I've seen it. Yes.
You have seen it.
Yes, I've seen it.
I don't know if this is a uniquely, I think it's kind of just developed over time because like people will be like, he'll be like, give everything on discount. And they'll just be like, we have a mess up pizza that nobody wanted or nobody claimed. So Owen, you need to try this sometime because it always works. I've never seen it
get
miss.
one?
Really?
Did you get
Yeah.
one?
I've never seen it miss.
How cheap do you
They'll
get for
get-
free? Or?
Yeah, so it's always a crapshoot on what you get. Like it's always like the one we got this past Saturday was a buffalo chicken ranch one.
Ugh.
Or like it'll be like some weird like, but it's and you call them a little bit closer to the end of the night and you just say, hey, do you have any mess ups? And I swear they'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh man,
And
I
they'll be
love
like,
that.
oh yeah, we'll give you this cheese with anchovies for $5. It's just sitting here. You
It's so
need to
funny
try
because
it.
Mr. B is such a picky eater too. That
Mhm.
like I guess I think he likes to control the power aspect of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a fascinating concept, and I just to witness it again after being removed for a while was really fascinating.
How did he stumble across that? He must have walked in
He
there.
had to have known a guy, someone else that worked at a pizza shop. That's like, dude, here's the trick.
No, I think how it started was what's that pizza place in that's really crappy pizza late night, like
Nunzio's?
Nunzio's, and it's just like slowly but surely, like you'd walk in there, or call them late at night.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, like I'm trying to get a discount. And they'd be like, we got to mess up, and then it's just like slowly.
I could see
just-
drunk and be like, I only got $5 or
Yeah.
something like that.
I'm not
I
paying
can
full
also
price.
see that Nunzio's probably has about 50 pizzas that they made, and people just pass out and don't pick up.
Oh yeah.
That is
Or
true,
forget
yeah,
about.
especially
I've-
in an area like Lakewood.
I remember ordering Nunzio's and falling asleep, my head like against the front door, just waiting for him to knock.
That's good.
All right,
Sorry,
what else?
Kevin, did we annoy you?
No,
Today.
I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things after taking a week off.
You guys don't like my topics.
No,
They
they're
were good.
great. They're great. Tell us what squares are in is.
End it on a high note.
Right. Circles are out. Everything now
What
is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Everything is going to squares again. So, like, Instagram has, like, circles as for the avatar. It's going to go back to a square. Trucks and cars, if you notice, they're getting squarier. So, mark my word, a couple months from now, maybe a year, everything's going to be less rounded out.